Well, Mr. FUKSAS is actually an Italian architect. If you know him, you know he has a lot of work around the world, such as Europe, or America, or even Asian countries like China. But actually, you'd be surprised if he originally didn't want to be an architect. You know his story.
Yeah, quite true. He wanted to become an artist because he likes contemporary art very much, but his mom doesn't think that an artist can make much money, so he did architecture to impress his mom.
But in the end, I guess it worked out because, in the end, he managed to incorporate a lot of his work from his artistic concepts right into his buildings. So I guess he didn't mind since they were running the same thing if you think about it.
I think if his mother did not interfere his career selections, I think he will become a very great artist. I think if we keep architecture aside and treat his paintings and his talent in a very basic manner, I think he's a very unpredictable character, and he always applied multiple elements such as very natural, organic, mechanization, urbanization, and very futuristic products. So basically, with the help of his cognition towards colour, and then here is the painting sketch I want to show. Yellow is a very warm color, and then it presents the tables as tables are places where people gather around, and it creates a very harmonious atmosphere. Besides green color is to remind you always there's a very important goal that area which you need to be focused more on is an important artistic look. And large blue is a very calm color, and the area must be very quiet and leisure. And now there's another artwork of this that can bring a very obvious contrast. The whole artwork is very futuristic and very technological and industrialized. It's like a walking city, and the whole drawing is very dusky, and the application of dark color background is to hint that technology will pollute the future. Lastly, the theme and concept is very stern and cautious.
Forms of lines and colors, where this leads to one of his famous work, Myself, a shopping complex in the center of Frankfurt, Germany. The front facade of Myself has a black hole light opening where it seems to attract the elements around it and pull them into the atrium of the mall like a vortex. The most interesting part about this is that this tunnel allows the sunlight to penetrate. It lights up all 6 levels of the mall.
Well, one of the best examples is the St. Paula Church, which has been awarded in a national competition organized by the Italian organizations. The jury commended it as a sign of innovation that meets the latest international research, and also a symbol of rebirth for the city after the earthquake. Mr. FUKSAS is an architect who likes to play architecture elements such as the shape and the light. The building consists of concrete cubes which appear massive on the outside. It presents itself as a thin concrete cube hanging at the center of the wall of the church. The traditional rose window has been eliminated and substituted with the geometrical shaped window, and the light enters horizontally and vertically to illuminate the entire space in the church. It creates such a movement and also gives a universal symbol of sacredness.
Of course, it's in Shenzhen Bao'an International Airport, and Mr. and Mrs. FUKSAS even won the 2008 International Award for the third terminal to enlarge the airport. some says that it is like a lifting airplane, and some say that it is like an excited steamer on the land. Okay, so basically the sculptural and organically shaped structure is covered by a honeycomb skin inside and outside, and the interior is very fluid that combines the ideas of movement. After all, airport is a place that full of departures and gatherings. People always wish to stop the time when their loved ones leave, before their loved ones leave them, and the happy moments when they meet again.
Building that expresses buildings isn't really our field of expertise. So, what do you think?
What about Nandini Research Center?
That's actually quite a good example. Basically, Nandini Research Center is kind of like it's like two ellipsoids that's floating above ground. So the idea is like, imagine two 3D ovals that hang over each other. There's a reflective surface at the bottom, which happens is like it looks as though it's overlapping. So when visitors come to see, it looks as though the two ellipsoids are constantly overlapping each other on the surface.
I think one of the ellipsoids represents his architectural career, and then the other one represents his love for art. So I believe what FUKSAS is trying to show that is his ever-changing passion for both sides that is constantly overlaps each other.
Agree with that?
It's like two floating balloons trying to pull a big red potato from the underground, and the two transparent trapezoid bubbles actually contains laboratories, and the sunken space cut into the underground actually is a 100-seated auditorium, and the spectators will find themselves inside a landscape generated by an irregular flow of sloping walls. And the mirror pool located on the ground level actually creates reflection at the entrance of the two trapezoid bubbles. And for the skylight located inside the mirror pool actually provides lighting during the night, but allow water softened light inside to the underground space.
Most of FUKSAS work has this consistency of material, which creates a unified reading of a space, where FUKSAS likes to repeat the visual elements such as lines, colors, textures, and shapes. Lastly, the material used in FUKSAS building, such as this Nandini Research Center, shift from one that is very airy and transparent of the ellipsoid to the heavy and solid underground concrete structure, which are very similar to the Myself shopping complex and the St. Paulo Church.